Hello everyone. In the journey of our building the first robotic hand, we discuss about learning some fundamental solid work. In the last video, we discuss how we can make a 2D diagram that contain the parametric thinking and what we call design intent. We saw if we extend the length of the rectangle and the width of the rectangle, which was 20, when we extend at 30, our circle went up or went down depending on the smart dimension from the y-axis, from the top or bottom. And we avoid the problem using parametric thinking or a line, dotted line, as you can see on this video. Now we are going to continue from our last diagram. Today we are going to see what is Boss extrude fillets weight reduction by making a hole, and eventually we will create the first link of the human hand. Let me quickly show you what I meant by first link. First of all, ignore everything and just focus on the finger. When you see the finger, the bone between the joint is a link. As you can see from the first joint, it's called proximal link 1, and we have the whole till this part link to middle, and the last one called distal, which is link 3. And this is a robotic finger inspired by human finger. This contains three links, the first, second, and third, and these contain two links. As you can see, there is no upper part over here. But today we are going to start from one link, and this is called one link, just one part. We are going to see how we can create this. But before continuing on the creation of this part, we have to first see how we can make 3D diagram, how we can define it fully, and how does fillet make the sharp edges smooth, and how we can reduce weight. So without wasting our time, let's continue our video. So I'm here in the blank canvas. First of all, we are going to see how we can make a 3D fully defined figure. So as our first step, we can either click from here, front plane, top plane, right plane, or origin, or we can simply click on the sketch and click on the front plane. We are going to see how we can make a 3D design. Let's start from simple. I will make a 3D circle of 10 millimeter diameter. I will click on the origin, and as you can see, a pencil icon appeared on my screen. I will click on this origin and extend it, release. As you can see, it is currently of 60, but I need to make it of 10. So I will just go over here and click on the circumference anywhere and click 10. Our circle of 10 diameter has been created. And as you can see, it shows fully defined because it cannot move anywhere. And now let's make it 3D. So to make it 3D, we have a feature called Extruded Boss Base. When I click over here, as you can see, I can extend it. And what I need, the width of the circle or the depth of the circle. I can say, hey, I need 5 mm of depth. When I click it and hit save, congratulations, you have just made your 3D circle. It's basic, but this is how learning occurs. First, you get the exposure, then you imitate, and you perform independently. This is how a learning begins. So, this is a great achievement. Congratulations to you all. Okay, now let's get to our work. We have successfully made our first 3D design, but our objective on this video is to create the link as I showed you in the starting of the video. So, let's start making the link. But before going to that, let me tell you one thing, how we can make a hole on this part. If I go here on sketch and click on this circle and I need to sketch it. So I need to make a hole. How we can do it? So the same, go inside the circle click on the circle, come here, click on the center and release it. How much? Let's say a smart dimension. I need a fab diameter and I need it to cut. Okay, extruded cut. When I go over here, and as you can see, it will cut the fab diameter from inside. When I click OK, as you can see, we have made our first hole in our 3D diagram. But again, as you can see, the sharp edges, we also have to make sure the edges will be smooth for our link so that it will be smooth when we print it in 3D model. The sharp edges will be smooth, and I will go over here, click on the fillet and just select. First of all, we have to decide how much would be the smoothness, and I will say, hey, I need the smoothness of 5. So we have to click on these edges. First edge, I need to click on these edges. I don't know why I can't click it. Okay, sketch. I need to I need fillet, and on this part and this part. The radius of the fillet is too large. Alright, I see. The radius of the circle is too large. I need 5 mm and hit yes. Fail to create fillet. Please check the input geometry and radius value, or try using the fillet face fillet. It cancel. Let's do 2. Yeah, now it's good. Let's click over here. Let's click on this edge. Let's click on this edge. Alright, let's click on this edge, hit yes. Okay, as you can see, our one of the edges has become smooth, but we also want smoothness on the other side. So I will just go over here inside the fillet and check this part, hit yes. And as you can see, it's looking a lot nicer, but I also want to make this part smooth. So I'll go over here and hit 1 mm, check this part and hit yes. As you can see, we have successfully made the smoothness, but this part is not identical to the other part. Let me make this path smooth as well. So 2 mm and click this one, hit yes, and it looks kind of similar, but this is more smooth than this part. Let's try to make it once again. I will click on this, hit yes. Now as you can see, it is kinda similar. So the main concept here is to reduce the weight a little bit that we did by making the hole, to make the edges smooth that we did using fillet, and to make it 3D that we also did using extruded boss base. So now let's move towards building our first link. I can imagine a rectangle of length 160 and width of 30. So let's quickly make it. I will click over here, the sketch front plane, and click at the rectangle, hit at the center and extend it a bit long. Click OK, click smart dimension, the length make it 160 and the width make it 30. And in the last video, we saw how we can use the center line to create parametric design for the circle. So let's do it. And I'll just go over here, click at the center line, click at the dot to the other side of the dot and hit escape. Click circle and just make a circle of any size for now. We'll fix the dimension. Click smart dimension, click the circumference, make it 6. Circumference, make it 6. And click the center and the width, make it 10. Same goes over here, 10. Now let's make our first circle that will likely be reduce the weight of this link that will add up to robotic hand. So I'll click smart dimension, click on the diameter, make it 20. As you can see, our design is fully defined, but we also have to make it 3D. And let's make the depth of 8 millimeter. Hit yes, as you can see. And the good thing is the centers are also cut through already. Click Ctrl+1 to look the horizontal part, and this doesn't obviously look like our link. If I show you, our link should look like this. Now currently it's look like this, but we have to make it look like a bit hand. So I will go, and as you can see these sharp edges, and we have to make it a bit smooth. So how can we do it? Exactly. Fillet. Click on this edge, on these four edges, click on these edges and make it fab. Yeah, 5 is good. Hit yes. And as you can see, it looks a bit smooth. Now let's try to make it hand-like. So I will go over here and click on this line. Let's come to a sketch mode, click on that top and just click anywhere, but make sure it should align with the same point. And as you can see, same point as the other part, this one and this one. Hit yes, yes, and let make it the dimension. This should be 20. This should also be 20. And the gap, this gap, our total width is 30 and this is 20. So it should be fab, and here as well. So click at this point and click at the center, make it fab. Similarly, click at the point, make at the center, and as you can see, it says adding this dimension will make the effect over defined because this is already fab. So it assumed that this should be fab because this is 10, because this is 20. And over here as well, click on that point. Great, it also assume on the other side as well. And as you can see, our sketch is fully defined, but we have to remove this unnecessary part. So I will click on smart dimension, click off, go to feature and extruded cut. Let's flip the side, but I want to show you what if I don't flip it. Yes, congratulations, we have made our two sharp weapon. But let's click Ctrl G to undo and go to features, extruded cut. Let's flip side to cut, and we want to cut this unnecessary part. You can also see it if you want, but I will just click OK and extruded cut, these features, extruded cut, this part, hit OK. And as you can see, our blade is ready, but still we have the sharp edges and we don't need sharp edges. So you know now what to do it. Go to fillet, click the sharp edge by here on this part and click OK. So as you can see, our first link is ready. So congratulations on making your first link. Go ahead and try to make on yourself, because the first strongest evidence that learning has happened is performing independently. So go and try yourself. But first of all, let me save it as I'll click here YouTube and write link 1. Okay. So it is saved. In the next video, we are going to learn assembly and we are going to discover our first cobra. The cobra is sweet. It's not poisonous, but it is created by our assembly. And I will tell you in the next video. Till then, bye.